Hey, how's it going? My name is Lefty. I am with Left Lane with Lefty. It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well, sir. My name is Maciej.
Maciej?
Yes, Maciej Kowalczyk. Throws a lot of
Where
people
are you
off.
from?
So I'm first generation American born in Chicago.
Really?
Yes, sir. First generation trucker as well.
Nice.
Yes.
It's good to see. Actually, we actually have someone from overseas here, American born, first generation driver.
Yes, sir.
So what brings you to the Matt's truck show?
Very random text one night from the boss.
From
Hey,
the boss.
from the boss. Hey,
We
you ever
don't
go
have
here?
those, but we don't like them too much. I'm just kidding, You know, but hey.
I mean, he's probably gonna be watching, so I'll be very nice.
We'll be nice.
We'll be nice.
Yeah. Just kidding, boss man. We were just playing.
Just a joke.
Yes. So, tell me about this beautiful rig you got here, because I know this thing ain't American made.
No, sir. So maybe I'll clarify. It is not my rig.
All right, so it's not your rig.
Yes,
But you drive this rig.
I drive this rig.
I'm technically in what we call, if you drive the rig, it's your rig.
Technically. So the guy I work for, Irishman, out of Lamont, Illinois, for a company called Dongle Services.
All right.
Matter of fact, just to clarify, this isn't the only one we have. We have quite a few of these.
You have quite a few of these here?
Yes.
Really?
We got 8 models.
8 models?
Yes, sir.
Well, that's pretty nice.
8 models. We have all different configurations. You know, this is by far our favorite as a company due to the fact that it's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's got power. Sounds amazing.
These things are V8s too.
Yes, sir. 14-liter V8 Scania motor. Made in-house in Sweden.
Nice. I know I sit there and I watch videos and I love to sit there and hear these things as they're pulling loads and hearing them going through the videos through the rural towns of Europe. And then I'm like, oh man, I'd love to be able to have one in person. And here we are. We got one in person. So this is pretty cool. So give us a little detail rundown on this. Now you already said the motor.
Yes, sir.
So give us a little more detail on this.
So following with the motor, we do also have a 12-speed synchronized transmission.
Really?
Yes, sir. With a pneumatic assisted clutch.
Sweet. You mind if we open the door and look?
Of course. Don't mind the noises. She's an old gal.
Hey. Little oil and lube always helps a woman out anytime. we know. So go ahead.
So, I mean, it's very, very close to what an American cab over would be. It's kind of tight. You know, you got all your stuff in the back. You got to watch out. Typical 90s interior, all plasticky.
Well, you got more shifting room than most of us, because in our normal cab overs, we actually have a hump, and it sits next to the hump to the seat. You guys actually have, it looks like 4 to 5 inches of clearance on either side, and you don't have a hump.
No, sir. And it makes it easier for you to cross over to the other side or jump into the back. Heck, if you want to cook inside, I've seen all sorts of crazy things.
Bunk, no, but hey, it's what we call a coffin sleeper.
Coffin sleeper. Hey, you know, you might as well consider yourself dead when you get into a wreck with one of these. So might as well, you know, carry a coffin with yourself.
So you might as well just jump in the back seat and just wait for the accident to happen.
Exactly.
Well, I wouldn't say that, but this is, I mean, it is a beautiful rig on the outside, and it really ain't much different. This is a left-hand drive.
Correct.
Most of them that we usually see are usually right-hand drive.
Correct. So
what makes it different from being able to get a left-hand drive to a right-hand drive?
All right. Well, there are nations in Europe and throughout the world, like obviously the UK, Ireland, I believe the Netherlands. I may be wrong, but there are certain trucks in the Netherlands that run with right-hand drive. Australia, New Zealand, Scania.
Well, I know. Australia runs right-hand drive.
Yes.
Because they're still under the Queen law.
Yes.
But I have quite a few of my followers that are diehard followers are B-train runners and A-train runners. They follow this show quite a bit. So when I show them this, and when this this podcast right here, this interview goes out, I'm going to hear all kinds of crap, because they're going to go, you better know your stuff, you better know your truck, you better know that. Because I got a few of them that are in the Netherlands that run up there too. So,
and they probably know everything to a T.
what we do. More than I know, but this is a learning experience for me. But I've always wanted to see one up close and actually see what the difference was.
Okay.
And that's why I'm glad you're here to explain stuff about this truck. And see what's going on with this truck and see how that's working and what the difference is between us and what you guys do.
So just to clarify.
All right, go ahead.
So these trucks,
I'm willing to learn.
These trucks are pretty fragile in certain departments. Other departments are bulletproof. Right. We actually use this for heavy haul over in Lamont, Illinois.
Really?
Yes, sir.
You use this truck to do heavy haul?
Yes, sir.
Nice.
It's not a crazy setup. You got to understand, you know, you go outside of the U.S., road quality sucks. Roads are tighter.
Yeah.
You're still trying to cram as much as possible into very little space.
Yep, exactly.
You know, I've had some guys from Norway come out here, France, and talk to me. They told me you could load up to 150 ton here.
Yeah.
And you can pull it no problem. I mean, it is geared very low. Top speed limited is 85 kilometers an hour, which is I would say like around 45, almost 50 miles an hour.
Wow. Yeah, that would really be perfect for doing some of our over heavy hauls.
Yes.
Like our D8s or our crane operations that we have around here.
Correct.
I have one of my partners, which is also a good friend of mine, just went from hauling cranes. He's used to hauling 300, 400,000 pounds, which is equally to 150 ton,
200 ton,
200 ton all day long with a 12, 15 axle truck. And that's what he's done. Now he's moved over to doing cranes because he says, I've done that too many years.
This is boring. It's not time to switch it up.
Well, it wasn't that he was bored with it. It was like, I want something different. But he's still in the same network, but it was something different. He wanted to be able to take time and not have to stress about having to worry about bridges, clearance, and all that. Where he can just sit on a crane and go, I just got to worry about the man in the hole.
And that's it.
That's
it. My story is a little bit different. Since I'm a first generation trucker, started off driving with dry vans and reefers and all sorts of things. And I ended up actually wanting to do a little bit more than just driving a reefer. I wanted to explore different parts of the industry.
All right.
You know, I actually met my friend at a car meet before.
How old are you?
How old am I?
Yeah.
32 years old.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Well, I mean, I got the little trucker bod going too and everything.
Oh, well, give it another 10 years, you'll have it fully blown out there.
I'll have a nice little bull rack in front.
Yeah. So, as we were saying on the truck, in your history on what you wanted to do, you wanted to get out of the dry van and the flatbed. Correct. You wanted to try heavy haul.
Yes.
How are you liking it? And how are you liking it with this setup?
I love it without this, and I love it even more with this truck. I mean, first off, you're the cool guy driving down the road with the big excavator. You got little kids pumping their arm, hey, hit the horn. Throw this in the mix. Now all of a sudden you got all sorts of cell phones flying out. People give you a thumbs up. People giving you a thumbs up and telling you to rev it at a light.
So you like that a lot better because we actually support our truckers.
Yes.
Not saying Ireland and all of them don't. But do you get that same type of atmosphere when you're over there driving a truck? Or is it a ditness atmosphere? Or are they not? That's just another truck.
I'll tell you this much. So I've never actually trucked in Europe. But I do have friends, cousins that truck over there. I mean, you have truck spotters. You have people always taking a picture of, you know, the truck. You know, just like in America, we all love chrome, loud pipes, and a ton of chicken lights, man. Yeah. It makes everything a whole lot better.
Well, this one ain't got a whole lot of chicken. Well, it does on the bottom. I see you got chicken lights running down here in the bottom.
It's got a couple. Here, let's see. Batteries engaged. I could probably flip the lights.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, that looks nice. Nice with the yellow chicken lights.
Yes, sir. Unfortunately,
and then you got the red.
There's a couple burnt out because I mean it is a working truck.
Yes. Oh no.
You know,
we understand she's a working truck.
she was parked up for quite a while. Got a lot of TLC in the last month. More so 24 hours before we headed down here on 5 minutes of sleep. So.
Oh, well, that sounds like the rest of us around here. That's been quite a bit on doing this transaction. But I noticed these are different than what our American ones, because we got fiberglass too, but ours is solid. Correct. These actually have actually bungee straps. Well, actually more like hood straps.
Hood straps, correct.
On all 4 of these. Now, why would you want to do something like this compared to what, like, we got right here where it's a full solid fender?
You want to see something cool?
Yeah. Show me something cool.
Show ready. Doesn't take much effort.
All right.
Looks cool.
Yeah.
Hey, I got a flat on the way home. You gotta be gentle because this one's actually.
You're still hooked.
Yes, sir. They're very stubborn. But if we get all the straps off. There we go.
All right. And then
there you go.
Nice.
Tire's easily accessible. Doesn't take much effort.
Yeah, because you can actually look right down in here. You can look at your brake system.
Yes, sir. Take a look inside, see if everything's all right. Take a look at the brake system. Makes it a whole lot easier. Nice.
Yeah, because on that, you can't do it unless you're on the ground in between the axles.
Yes, sir.
But this actually, I do like this.
It's nice. It looks super sharp coming down the road.
Yeah. Because, I mean, it all blends in. They actually give the little hump risers in these.
Yes, sir.
Which is actually nice.
So, I'm not going to fight this on camera.
No. Go ahead.
We'll put it on later. But actually,
I appreciate you showing me.
You're very welcome. So I'll tell you this much right now. As a truck fanatic of American trucks, European trucks, being able to talk to all these people, they have the same passion as I do. Being able to actually learn a little bit more about where these parts come from, what's really mind-blowing is the entire side skirts, all the panels covering the drive shaft and the frame. That's all custom made. They don't make a kit easily or readily available to slap it on.
Unlike what we get for our American trucks, where we can buy a dress kit and go, oh, here we got it.
Just slap it on.
2 hours later, we're bolted on, be done. So you're telling me all this is all custom made?
Yes, sir.
The cover top, the side panels to make the skirting sit right.
I can't.
Wow, that's actually pretty nice.
I can't give you the conversion because it's.
Well, no, but I understand.
Well, I'll put it this way: I can't give you the conversion of how much Guinness Puchy because it was Irish gentleman that worked on this. But I could tell you probably the brewery for Guinness was pretty busy when they were sampling this thing.
I figured. Yeah. Well, that's like some of us around here, Some of us may not be drinking Guinness, but they are definitely drinking,
the finer things in life.
Yeah, to be able to handle the stress of the work.
Yes, sir. So,
well, I mean, this thing is pretty sharp.
It is,
and I really like to be able to see more. Are you all planning on doing? This is your first event ever, right?
This is my first ever event as far as like an actual truck show, first mats. I'm actually very blown away. I was kind of ashamed pulling in here with a cab over from Europe.
No.
Well,
look how many people have come by and seen this thing.
A ton of people. You know what? I'm not a person used to attention. I'm not used to being a person that's a spokesperson.
Well, guess what? You better get used to it because now you got something that's here in America that a lot of people are wondering, what do they look like? How'd they handle? What do they drive like? And I don't mean to keep touching my fingers on it.
I don't care. You can touch it. Look at it.
The trophy show part of it's over. But, I mean, to be able to see something like this from another country over here and actually being used is actually pretty sweet.
It is. And, it's what makes me kind of proud to be able to work for the guy I work for, put in hard work and be told, hey, grab the Scania, grab this little boy, grab this load, go for a spin around town, deliver the load, come back.
See if you like it.
Don't see if you like it, because I automatically love it.
Yeah.
So like you mentioned it earlier, people ask what's it like riding in it? It's simply like driving a Cadillac. This thing's a 96, and even for a 96, she's got sway bars on leaf springs.
Nice.
And this is like tech that came out like late 80s, early 90s. I may be right or correct or wrong. I don't know exactly. I was the internet.
But
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, we'll have the keyboard warriors make sure we're correct on this.
My head might be on the table. Well.
Yes.
But,
man,
it rides like a Cadillac. Airbag suspension. The cab's actually suspended on 4 airbags.
Now, is this drum or disc brake?
Drum. Still old school.
Still old school.
Still old school.
So it's still old school.
Proven method that never really stopped working.
Yes. A lot of them are now on our newer trucks are actually going to disc.
Correct.
But a lot of the guys still order with the drum. They say the disc is better for stopping. They say it cools down quicker.
Yes.
And it dissipates the heat when they're trying to come down a mountain. Understand it? Granted. But, you know.
Cost of maintenance.
But, yeah.
Biggest killer right there.
Yeah. Drum is cheaper than a rotor.
Easily.
But it's also, yeah.
Yeah. Easily, readily available. Easy to work on. I get it.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny. I don't mean to cut you off.
No, go ahead. You're the man. You're the man with the plan here.
Well,
you're the man that drives this truck.
Well, my
we're
plan.
doing the interview on you.
I mean, listen. I'm not much of a spokesperson, like I told you. If something pops into my head, I'd rather say it right away before I forget about it, or I'll get too nervous. Might be like, hey, time for.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you something. When I started out, I was very nervous. All the way up there in the front, which I know you've probably seen it, the one that says Bo Cephas up there.
Yes, sir.
All right, there's a guy that drives for him that drove another truck in here, which his name is Jacob Bonham.
Okay.
All right, he has a truck called Hatermate. 4 years ago, I was nervous trying to interview him, and it turned out to be the best thing we ever did. We sat there and talked like we are right now. Don't be nervous. It's something new.
I get it. You know, it's something I'm warming up to.
Some of them are like, let's be professional. I'm just telling you, you're connecting with drivers. Drivers know that we're not going to be, we have a trucker mouth, we have a trucker mind, and we're talking about trucks.
Yes, sir.
So, yeah, some things we'll have to keep PG because kids love watching this. But, you know.
The beauty of editing, though.
Well, yeah. No, most of my stuff, I tell you right now, I don't edit on a lot of my stuff.
That's awesome.
I leave it in because
that's awesome.
It's authentic. Because when we're doing an interview, I want them to know I'm not going to sit here and go, here's a script. This is what I need you to read. No, I want you to tell me in your own feelings how you like this truck, what y'all done to this truck, and what you do with this truck.
That's the best.
And how it's interfering and how it's affecting, not interfering, but affecting your life. You're like, man, I love it. It's the best thing that's ever happened to me.
Man, I know we're both pretty tall guys. If you looked up top, man, you'd know already how it's affecting me driving sometimes. Don't have you all.
Like, hey, I gotta scratch that one out. But yeah, I can understand it. But man, it's really good talking to you. I really do appreciate it. Hopefully, maybe we'll get more. I'll give you my phone number, and hopefully we'll get more conversations. Maybe you can send me some more pictures, some videos.
Oh, I can tell you everything. I can tell you this much.
Well, that's good.
The boss fell in love with this entire event. I'm in love with this entire event. I can promise you this much.
You'll be back here next year.
With more firepower.
With more firepower?
Yes, sir. I'm going to try to make it out earlier.
And you guys are out of Illinois, so there's a couple of places close by that y'all could hit other truck shows that would actually...
Plenty. I keep hearing there's Peoria. You know, I come to work, my mind says, hey, let's get this job done, you know. Even though I'm a company driver, I actually work like an owner-op.
Hey, I'm going to tell you something. There's quite a few of them out here. I can point them out to you that are company drivers, but they take care of their trucks like they own them. Because, why? Then the owners go out and buy new trucks for them. Say, here, you proved that you will take care of my equipment.
Here's something new.
You deserve to have something nice.
That's my mentality, and on top of that, it's like, you spend so much time around this. Take pride, take joy in it. I like looking presentable. I like being able to, you know, get bugged like, hey, I like your truck. What's so different about it? It's pretty awesome. You know, being able to talk with another human being with the same passion, be able to, you know, enjoy the same things.
Yes.
And be able to explain your life story, where it came from, what you did to it. It's the best. It's one of the reasons why I came out here.
And this is the reason why a lot of people don't understand when it comes to truckers and truck shows. It's not, oh, well, we're trying to get truck. No, it's drivers talking about their experiences and the different trucks that they have experienced and the stories that are behind them. And that's what we're here to do. There's a few other shows that I will, you know, Mother Trucker. I don't know if you've seen him. He's right now inside doing a podcast.
Okay.
One of my dearest friends. Anytime I need anything, not a problem. I have no problems announcing Mother Trucker on my show. I really don't. That man will bend over backwards to help me out. I will do the same thing for him.
That's awesome.
Good friends. And then I have a few others. I have another one called Stogie, which is a YouTuber. We all here to try to help each other.
Right.
There's some of them out here that are not like that. They're all out for themselves.
Right.
But my key thing from the very beginning, you can ask my fans and the guys that follow my groups. My key thing is I'm here authentic, original, and I don't want nothing from you but your best of
where'd you come from, what's
where
it
you
all
come
about?
from, what the truck's doing,
Right.
and where you come from, what you're doing.
I got that within the first 5 minutes when I met you yesterday, and I was actually looking forward to having this whole interview with you right now.
Well, I greatly appreciate it. This has been a really nice interview.
I can't wait till next year. What's that?
Yeah, doing this interview, this has been nice. Over this truck. Next year, then I'll have to set up. We'll do a fleet.
You'll see. Yeah. We got something pretty special lined up for you.
The Air Force.
Oh, beautiful.
Look at that. We caught that in the background of the Scania sitting here. Oh, there he goes, turning.
Turn and burn, baby. Yep. That's awesome.
That is cool. When you're sitting here doing an interview, a European truck, and then you got the United States Air Force doing a hard turn coming back to a hover.
God bless America, baby.
And most of the people don't even get that neither.
Nope.
But hey, on this channel, we'll catch you again. Appreciate it. Like, follow, and share. See y'all.